Hello team, Shauna L. Francis here. Today is November 30th, 2022. Thank you so much for joining me for today's Ascension Daily Update. I am in my new place. It's a floating home on the Columbia River and just really lots of boxes and can't find things. Still some things at the old house I need to get, including my makeup. But I had a long channeling today with Melchizedek. So much to talk about and walk through with all of you today. So with no makeup and it's late. It's almost 11 p.m. It's just been one of those days, just getting things going. But I'm just thrilled. I'm thrilled to be here. It's already feeling so good. Today I worked with Melchizedek for about an hour with just energy work and about a half hour of channeling. And I really felt the energy of the water flowing beneath me. If you remember, we did that whole river exercise, that meditation where that was just flowing through us. And I can't remember if it was Cryon or Melchizedek that talked about allowing this energy to flow through you like a river. It was really different. The energy felt really different today. A lot more kind of tingling in my feet and a literal flow of energy that was mimicking the flow of the river. It was just incredible. I cannot wait to see how this place impacts my energy field. And Melchizedek talked a little bit about this place today. So I'll go ahead and get right into this here. Sorry, I took a couple of days off to get things moved. Thanks for your patience. And thank you for all your beautiful comments. I promise I'm going to get to your questions here soon and respond to your comments. Probably need another couple of days at being heads down here, getting settled. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and jump in here. They said, they asked about, do you feel this water flow beneath you? Does that feel different? And I said, absolutely, I can really feel this. They said, and I also said that, as I'm unpacking these boxes, I'm feeling much more comfortable about getting rid of things. So I'd actually really asked for help through Cryon, who had offered me help in purging and clearing things out and not bringing things into the space that don't need to be here, old energy stuff. So I've actually felt quite a shift within me as I look in these boxes like, oh, I don't need this, I don't need that, I haven't looked at that in 10 years, I don't need this here in my space. So I think over this next week or so, I'll be doing a lot of that. So everything got moved into here. Now, that stuff will have to move out. So it is what it is, but at least I'll be making progress and, really purging, this extra detritus, as Melchizedek likes to say. All right. They said, yes, dear one, that will be important to keep the field here clear. Move out old things that no longer serve you, making space literally and figuratively. That's what you're doing. You're making space and you're working with this beautiful body of water to help fine-tune your frequencies. It's a good match. You will enjoy your time here, Shauna. Yay! So something to look forward to. I'm so excited about it. And then they said, wonderful, let us go in a bit deeper, Shauna. So it was another 10 minutes or so of a little bit more energy work with Melchizedek, and then they began. We bring you greetings and good tidings. The population here of Mother Earth is settling into a bit of a groove. Most here are unaware, but there are choices being made at deeper levels of consciousness about where people want to be as this ascension progresses. So this was really interesting. They hadn't really delved into this kind of a topic before. You're starting to get into swim lanes, as they say. Many are not conscious of these choices that have been underway, but in fact, they've been underway for a long time, many years, in fact. And while it is not easy and not completely accurate to make groupings because everyone is on their own journey, bringing their unique gifts, their own lessons, their karmic balancing and experiences, we are beginning to see some categorization. Remember, dear ones, that there are choices being made at the level of soul and at the level of the higher self. Much more going on in terms of your day-to-day choices than what meets the eye at the 3D level in normal waking consciousness. Okay, so categories of the type, of humanity here, they go into this and they explain what each of these categories are. I'll go into this here. Remember that we said within the next 3 years, many who are making the choices now will see their experiences solidifying within this time frame. While each person as a singularity will always be in choice and has free will, know that there are many layers to your decision-making process that are not completely available to the waking conscious mind. So I have been struggling with this concept of free will versus what's been predetermined, either in your blueprint or pre-life agreements, the karma that you want to clear, the lessons you want to learn. How much, as I sit here in this chair as Shauna, how much am I really in control of? How much of my free will really is at play here, and how much is already predetermined part of these agreements? So this actually helped me quite a bit to just really confirm what I'd also already been thinking about, that our higher selves, our higher self, our oversoul, they're also helping us make decisions that impact our day-to-day down here, especially right now with this ascension. They said there is also coordination happening with various spirit guides, unbeknownst to many people in a normal conscious state. So we have some maneuvering, some shifting, some decisions being made, some swim lanes being formed. And remember that everyone is being honored here. There are no bad or wrong decisions, and we do not judge or place labels upon anyone's choice, especially at this time. There are some of the human population who wish to remain completely asleep and enmeshed within the illusion and all that it has to offer. First category. There are some who have not yet crystallized who and what they want to be moving forward, but will lean more toward the light. They may not have any concept of ascension or spirit guides, non-terrestrial beings, etc. However, the light in them is strong, and they do a great service to humanity and helping to anchor that light the best ways that they know how. I think we've all met people like that. Then there are those who are already in awareness of the truth beyond what has been taught, learned, and experienced previously on this planet, or they are swiftly moving in that direction. They will bring to them the teachers, the resources, and the tools necessary to help solidify that light even further as time goes on. And finally, there are those who are fully in the light, fully on board as an awakened singularity, whose base experience will be more and more so about unity consciousness and working within that construct to help raise awareness, raise frequency, and anchor love. And this will continue to change the planet irrevocably. All right. And then they continue here. Everyone is in choice here, but know that these choices can be multifaceted. And while there will always be an opportunity for a singularity to move along the vibrational spectrum, we will begin to see more clearly the swim lanes and the categories that are being chosen at an individual level, and seeing that outpictured in actions, behaviors, thoughts, events, and experiences. This is really interesting. The point being, they said, awareness for the light workers and being in acceptance of everybody's path, everyone's chosen path. We're all going to be at these different levels. So these are general categories, these 4 or 5 categories here, but obviously there's an entire spectrum of vibration. We're all going to fall somewhere in there. And then they continue here. Even those who choose a life that is the darkest of the dark will gain much from that experience. And for them, this is an important part of their journey. Even just the act of deciding to lift out of the darkness is a huge growth opportunity for the person who chooses it. Climbing their way out of despair, out of low vibration, out of the basement, making the long, steep climb toward the light. Great opportunity for learning. Over the next 3 years, it may begin to feel as though you are living in separate worlds, and this is okay. So over the next 3 years, we may feel that we are living in separate worlds, and this is okay. I think a lot of people are feeling that already. So these different camps or categories, swim lanes, are going to become more obvious as the next few years progress. And they go on here. Everyone moves forward in the ascension, whether they are aware of this or not. Everyone contributes to the ascension, whether they are aware of this or not. And every person on this planet is aware of this ascension, whether that be conscious or not. At some level, they do know and are aware. Every person on this planet. I was at the airport leaving Mexico this last time, and I had this little mini conversation with Melchizedek as I was seeing these kids play. I'm like, are they aware of the ascension? Like, they're 2 and 3 years old, and they're like, absolutely. They're aware of the ascension. They are aware of this is happening. There is not one person who has chosen to be incarnate here on the planet that at this time who is not aware of the ascension on some level. I mean, that's really incredible to think about. I've read it in other channelings and seen in other places that we really wanted to be here for this ascension. Everybody who's here right now is wanting to be part of this momentous, grand occasion here, this incredible process that has not ever been attempted before. And even if they're here for a brief time, a few days, in and out, still they can say, I was on Earth during the ascension. So I guess it's a really big deal that we're here. And we've worked really hard to be here at this time, to be light workers here at this time. Lots of lessons, team. Lots of lifetimes of lessons. All right. And they continue. The sleeping bear. For some, the awakening of that sleeping bear will set off a firestorm of rapid and continuous growth. We'll also see this over the next 3 years. I think I'm definitely meeting with some of you one-on-one who seem to be on this accelerated firestorm path. It's like, okay, time to get in gear, and something clicks and you're just on this path and you get it figured out, and it's like really being fast-tracked. For those people, they say, life will feel like a race down a speedway, thrilling and terrifying at the same time. This also serves a great purpose to the person who has chosen it. And it will be all of you, each perfectly placed, to help your brothers and sisters make their adjustments. So us, the light workers here. You open the book for them. It'll be up to them to read it. We make an offering through our hearts, through our spirits, holding space and sharing, and knowing who and what people really are and why things are moving the way that they are. Today, in this grand shared moment, we embrace you, we stand with you, we shine with you. And that is how they ended it. Okay, team, so I went through that pretty quickly. I know there's a lot there to digest. I think it's feeling really good. For me, I'm, like I said here, I'm in this new space, ready to really buckle down, work really hard with them, work on my energy, and we'll start, they said, in 2 to 4 weeks with what I believe to be more of the reptilian disclosure stuff. All right. I hope you're all doing well. Thanks again, everybody, for all your beautiful comments and for watching. We are the Army of Light, Earth Division. We're here doing a big job, and it's not always easy, but what an opportunity, right? What an opportunity to be of service. And I know many of us have wanted to be of service for a long time, and this is a real intangible way that we can do that, bringing light. Okay, team, I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Mwah.